Hello everybody, this is the Flying Turk with another live stream for you guys. Tonight we're flying the iFly 737 MAX. Oh, oh, oh. I'm hearing myself double, that was not intended. Anyways, we will be flying with the iFly 737 MAX from Istanbul Airport. Nothing special, just straight up Istanbul Airport, and we will fly towards Cairo. We're doing a midnight flight. Let's close the thing. We need GPU, so let's power this thing up. Let's go to System, Sim menu, ground support. It has been a while since we have flown the iFly 737 MAX, so we will need to get used to this quickly. Let's see how GPU is holding up. It's showing something. That was emergency lights, I suppose. Where is it? Where is the thing? I cannot see anything. There we go. That's more like it. Ground power on, APU on. Let's give her some lights. Let's make this plane alive and look like something. Set this to align. Sounds like we turned on Vipers, which was not intended. Let's turn these up. I heard somewhere that we were gonna get a update very soon, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to take it out for a flight tonight before we get that update, so we could compare it as soon as possible when the new update releases for the iFly 737 MAX. I'm really curious about when it will release, because the new sim will actually release in 7 days. Yeah, 7 days it is. It's literally around the corner, so I'm interested about that, but we will have to see. Just APU on. Logo can go on. This can go to steady. The collision, everything can go on at this point, except for these that we don't need yet. Yeah, the plane is starting to come alive. That's what we like to see. Okay, those have been turned on as well. At one point the dome light will cut out, but we'll have to see. I've been flying so many other planes recently, it takes a bit of time to get used to this again. Let's see how much we still remember. Performance. We need to get FMC first, okay. FMC. Position. How did we do that again? Was it through init? Or am I confusing with IFLY? Hello, good night FS, I'm doing good, how about you? I literally forgot how to do this. It was ACARS. HS, nope. ACARS, nope. FMC. We should be able to do nav data. Is it? I've forgotten how to... route. Okay, that's a lot better. Well, thank you for joining FS. Always lovely to have you here. Let's see. These lights can go on. Oops. As well, because we like a nice and bright cockpit. Let's load in the flight plan. This is gonna be a 1 hour and 50-minute flight, so we will be here till 4 AM. It's a long time. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get there, guys. Don't worry. I stated that this stream would start in 10 minutes, but I am a little bit earlier. But it cannot hurt to be a bit earlier, so we can at least set up the flight. This looks good. We are Turkish Airlines, so we do THY, and I forgot the number for the flights, so we will use SimBrief tool, or SimBrief panel, however you would like to call it. I like to call it SimBrief tool because it's pretty much a tool, but a dispatch is also good. SimBrief dispatch is the official name. Let's see the flight plan. We are 3645. 3645. Enter that over there. We are taking off from 35 right. Radfu. Okay, departure. That's good. So we have a lot of options. Rad for D. Rad for D. There we go. That's this one. We don't have any transition points. Transition points. It makes it a little bit easier for us. And for arrival, we don't have any. We were doing an ILS 05 right. Let's enter that. Okay. Let's see if we have any discontinuities. We have a factor over here, but that's afterwards. This looks good. Don't see any discontinuities. Let's activate, execute. Okay. The route copy. Okay, interesting. Zero fuel weight has been set. Let's see here. Load sheet, fuel 7738. So we could call it 7.7 tons. 7.7 tons. We will burn 4,403. If we do quick math, this is 3,300. So we could call 3.3 tons of extra fuel. So we have a lot of extra fuel. We won't have to worry about that. Cruise wind. We're gonna cruise at 370. Let's see the wind at 370. Top of climb 370. We have 258.23. 258/23. Top of climb OAT -59. It's very cold. It's very cold, guys. This we're not gonna mess. Let's execute and one limit. Okay, cell temperature. Copy FMC data. QNH is definitely not correct. Where am I gonna check that again? Let's use this tool. LTFM. Search for the Q. 1025. Okay. Says for 34 left, but should be the same. Q1025. We don't know what that should be, but we could use this quickly. And we switch it over. It's 3027. That's a nice little cheat I found. 30.27. Date of 2. Flaps 5 as usual. Air conditioning off. That off. We need center of gravity in percentage. Let's see if that shows over here. CG. It is not showing. Where did we find that again? There was a way of getting that value over there. Weight and balance. Ah, okay, we have to do this. We are today flying with... Hey, where did it go? Ah, 178. Total 178. Set payload. Fuel. Flying with 7738. 7738. We can enter that over there. Planned trip fuel 4403. 4403. We should find the fuel information somewhere over here if I remembered correctly. Correctly, yes. Zero fuel weights over here. 7 takeoff weights. Landing weight, that's not interesting. Let's see. Has been a while since I've done this, guys, so bear with me. Planned fuel, there we go. Taxi, we do 191. 191. Set fuel, that has been done. PAX has been done. Fuel has been done. Cargo. We're carrying... Okay, we're quite heavy. We're carrying 5,139. How much shall we do? I wish there was a total option so we could enter everything at once, but it's not present. 5139, let's do 2,500. 50, 60, 64.5, and we do the same here. 2,560. 2,560 over here. And that 9, yeah, has to come from somewhere. Okay. For the people that are joining me new, welcome to the stream, guys. We'll be flying with the IFLY 737 MAX from Istanbul towards Cairo in Egypt. It's gonna be a 1.5 hour to 2 hour-ish flight. CG is 21%. Was it asking for a CG? Nope, it was not. This looks all good to me. Let's calculate. It cannot. We need takeoff 1 then. Okay, we derated it, so that's good. Takeoff 1 with 46. So we're doing takeoff 1, climb 1 with 46 degrees of cell temperature. 81.9. Let's see if that adds up. 81.9. That's exactly what we have, so that's good. We can go to takeoff. Using flaps 5, CG 611. That auto set, that's nice. We don't have to worry about trim. V2 is 150. We can dial that in at this point. 50. Let's turn on flight directors as well. I forget that I have to scroll wheel for this. Oops. VNav, LNav. We know cruising altitude is 370 for tonight, or for this morning I should say, because this is an early morning flight. We're taking off at when it's dark and we will arrive at light, so keep that in mind. Okay, that has been done. Let's see what else we need to do. Nah, we need to finish over here. Runway wind. Performance tools. Let's go over here. I love SimBrief Dispatch, guys. This is literally sent from heaven. This is what we needed. Hey, that one doesn't add up. The V speeds. 6011. Gradient minus 80. So we could call that minus dot 8. Let's call it minus 1. For runway wind we do 60 slash, oops, it didn't register, 60 slash 11. Hey, why didn't it accept it? Hey, what's this? First time I see that. Interesting. I've never seen that go up and down. What is that for, guys? If you know, let me know. 060 slash 11. Will that work? Yeah, that works. Okay, interesting. Let's go to index, approach. We will use flaps 40 as usual to do a slow and nice and slow approach. Generally, from what I've seen on the internet and from what I've heard from people, in real life they tend to use flaps 30. Flaps 40 is a bit overkill, especially for a runway that's this long, but we want a nice and slow approach so we can have time to angle it up, you know, and flare it nicely on the approach. I ain't no professional, but we're doing our best. Okay, that has all been set. Let's go over here. Let's keep that like that for now. Let's get rid of SimBrief for the time being. What we're gonna do now is contact tower. Okay, we already got clearance. Seems to be that it has done it on its own. So let's get rid of that. This has already been set to TRRA. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, we will worry about ILS later. It's now. Oh, we forgot to do one thing. Let's request boarding. We're gonna have to wait for boarding now. My bad, guys. Let's turn those on. Open aft cargo door. Will it not open on its own? No, we don't want to attach tug now. Yeah, door has opened on its own. Nice. Let's board boat. I already thought to myself, you're further getting something, Turk. Ah, well. Weight and balance has been set. Initialize flight. Video? Oh, we can watch this. Nice. Okay. We don't have to worry about the EFB anymore. So I'm not a big fan of this EFB, but this is an original Boeing EFB. This is what earlier 737 Maxes came with. I think even NGs have it. The earlier 777s have this as well, like integrated in that corner over there. Which is lovely to see. I would prefer a VMDG style EFB because it's more user friendly, but it gets the job done. Now I remember, we need to go here, ground support. Let's disconnect that sucker. Since we have APU power, so that's unnecessary at this point. Okay, fasten seatbelts. You know what? Let's set this to auto so we don't have to worry about those things anymore. Let's see. That has been set to 370. Lovely. We don't have to worry about that. Let's turn these off for the time being. Set this to auto. Let's turn on probe heat. Let's turn on the hydraulic pumps. We should be able to turn on fuel pumps as well, but let's check first how much fuel we have. We have none in the center tanks. Those suckers can stay off. These can turn on and warm up. Set this to ready to take off. A bit too early, but doesn't matter too much.
Your crew has boarded.
Well, since we're gonna wait for the plane to be loaded and boarded, what we can do is, oops, we can go over here, go to terminal charts. Use airports from, yes, that's what we want, complete. Okay, ILS 05 right. Category 2, ILS localizer. Let's just go with this one. That's more like it.
Boarding pass, please.
Should be category 2 or 3. Yeah, category C. Okay, 697249 for the radio altimeter. So that's a bit too high. 224.
May I see your boarding pass?
Come on. 249. Almost there. 249 has been set.
Welcome aboard.
108.944.
Hello?
44 has been set on that side. Let's set it on this side as well. 44 has been set. We have 108.9. We will set that over here. It's a bit too early, but we will do it anyways.
May I see your boarding pass?
108.90. We'll do the same for here.
Boarding pass, please.
108.9 at ILS. Those both have been set. Let's turn on. Do we have a weather radar on this one?
Hello.
Seems to be. I don't know if it works, but seems to be that we have a weather radar. Better something than nothing, right?
This way.
Okay, this looks all good to me on top. We don't have to worry about anything. We have 76 out of the 178 passengers that have boarded already. Cargo is also being loaded up by Turkish ground crew. And we are at the beautiful Istanbul Airport. For the people that have just joined me, with the Turkish Airlines 737 MAX. I loved flying the PMDG 737NG. Still do love it. We will definitely take it out on some more flights soon, but I gotta say, I really wanted to fly the MAX. It has been a while since I've flown it. With the release of the A380, I have not given this plane so much love as it deserves. With the Sharklets being released for the A320 series by, what is it called? Phoenix. You know, I've been really disregarding this plane, but it really needs a lot more love, guys. I'm a Boeing guy. I love flying these planes. We should not forget about them. One quick second, guys. I'm still here. I'm just checking out something quickly. Okay, here we are again. Cargo is almost loaded up. Plane is all fueled up. We have 7.7 total. Should be enough. Before I used to underestimate the fuel capacity of this plane a lot, but I really have learned to not underestimate it. It has sufficient fuel. It's very economical. But that's what happens when you're used to the PMDG, That one burns a lot more fuel compared to this one. How did we turn on terrain again? Terrain, there we go. We have turned on the terrain map. Lovely to see. Let's turn on weather over here. Let's see if it will show any weather. Let's go back to terrain. I don't think there is any weather to be shown. I love to see the terrain map. I don't know about you guys, but that's my preferred view. Just to have a basic idea of where I am. Heads up display is working. Lovely. Realistic stand on. Boarding has completed. What we will do now is call up GSX again and prepare for pushback. Everything has been set up. Only thing we have to do now is set flaps also. Let's show you how that looks. Where is it again? Slats are extending. You can see them over there. And you can see the flaps extending. Okay, APU was running, fuel pumps have been turned on, one final check, yaw damper has been turned on, lights are on. I think we are set to go.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yes. Departure checks completed, bypass pin inserted. Let's turn those down for the moment being. Is there a way to get the night maps, by the way? Anybody an idea? If you know how to get the night maps, let me know. Because I really love to see those. Night mode, there we go. That's a lot better for the eyes. I prefer seeing white on black than black on white. I don't know, it's personal preference. Typical old, my dude. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Close aft cargo door. Okay, that one is closing. That's good. Facing north. That's what we want.
Release parking brakes, please.
We know. We forget. How are you doing, my dude? Lovely to have you here again.
Release parking brakes, please.
Let's set go. Let's back.
Release parking brakes, commencing push.
Commencing
All
push.
engines
Lovely.
clear. Start at wheel.
Let's turn on APU bleed. Let's crank the right engine. And I will give you some more game volume so you can hear the engine starting. I'll be back in just a second. Lovely to have you here as well, my friend. Always a pleasure with you, bro. You're always welcome to join me whenever you like. sound like music.
Taxi to and hold short runway tree fly right using taxiway Tango Charlie Tango Tree November.
No worries, man. Typical old. You're always welcome, man. Whenever you have time or awake, you can always join me, my friend. You don't have to feel ashamed or feel bad by any means. You know, I'm here whenever I'm here as well. Sometimes I fall asleep as well because, it's like I work all day. After work, when I have time, after I spend time with the wife as well, I sit here to do these live streams with you guys. And sometimes I fall asleep as well. I'm sitting there on the couch watching TV with her, watching movies and name it. And then I fall asleep as well. We're all humans, right? Let's turn those on as well. We're gonna blind these guys. Let's turn that on.
Parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Let's confirm good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good
Hey,
You can disconnect.
Zicky Jones. Definitely, man. Like, you're not seeing it now, but I have SimBrief dispatch over here. So I set this flight up with SimBrief. And we have Navigraph over here. So these are definitely tools I'm using, my friend. These are the best in the industry, I gotta say. For flight simming at least. Adds so much to the immersion. Adds so much to the game as well, or the simulator I should say. I've had a lot of good experiences with them, and I will definitely not let them go. These services add so much to the sim. I love it. But Zicky Jones, if you're new here, my friend, make sure to subscribe to support the Flying Turk on his flights and on his digital journeys. You're always welcome to join me.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okay, let's readjust the setup quickly, because the desk was still in work mode, and we're now in flight mode, so need to get the joystick a bit closer to us. Okay. Everything seems to be fine at this point. Altimeters have been set. Only thing we need to do is request taxi clearance, and that has been cleared. Okay. Let's see. Altitudes have been set. Back should be on. These can go off. These can go on. Engine bleed. Oh, the phone flew. I should be flying, not the phone. Okay, I think we are ready to go. And by the way, you can see I'm using Navigraph because I have the chart over here as well, my friend. Navigraph is literally the best for these things. Best. I've used ChartFox for a long time, but nothing beats Navigraph. It's integrated into the sim. Yeah, man, this is the 737 MAX, as you can see. This is the IFLY 737 MAX. We got these special winglets over here. Gonna say, this is probably the best 737 in the sim so far. BMDG is very good, but iFly brings it just a notch up. Now we had to take something modern out as well. We have been doing a 727 flight, we were doing A320 flights, but a 737 MAX is just another special bird for me. I'm more of a Boeing guy, the people that know me know. So, I prefer flying these things over Airbus. Oops. Only thing iFly can fix is that we're taxiing. If they fix this plane is gonna be golden. Nothing will beat it, if you ask me. Definitely Phoenix, my friend. Fly-by-wire is good to start with, if you're into Airbus flying. At least it gives you better systems and a better looking cockpit. But I'm gonna say, if you want the best you can get with an A320 or with an Airbus family, you stick with Phoenix. Phoenix will never disappoint. And by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but every time I'm driving here or taxiing, I always have something in front of me. He should make space for me, not me for him. I'm the plane, he's the car. Oh yeah, I forgot that this plane, we cannot look to the left and to the right, so we'll have to do it on feeling. Let's see if iFly will adjust the controls for taxiing for this plane. Otherwise, I can mess with some settings. You know, we can add dampening, so it would make it a lot smoother with turning. But it's absolutely nice at the time being. But yeah, man, fly-by-wire is very good, my friend. Nothing to complain about them. They released an extremely well freeware A320neo, right? So we cannot complain about that. I think fly-by-wire is even better than Inibuild's A320 V2. It's a nice plane, the V2, but it's still it flies weird if you ask me. Fly-by-wire is a lot better of a job, feels a lot better, personally, what I think. I'm not a big Airbus fan, but then we have Phoenix, and if fly-by-wire is here, if Inibuild is here, Phoenix is here. Like there is a big difference. That I completely agree with you. Fly-by-wire is the best freeware for the sim, the most in-depth one. Then the best payware. Uh, I gotta say, man, Phoenix is very good planes, high quality. But Phoenix has a lot of competitors as well. I gotta say, you know, iFly with their 737 Max is a very good competitor for the fly-by-wire or Phoenix A320 series. We have Leonardo's Mad Dog, very underrated. It's very expensive, gotta say. It's not a cheap plane, but very underrated. That plane has circuit breakers, has failures, name it. It's a proper study level plane. You know, I think that's a good competitor as well for the Phoenix A320. BMDG, I'm not gonna get into this game. Like, okay, yes, their study level, their high fidelity, name it, their stuff looks very good. I love BMDG for what it is, but, and there comes the big but, big but say. Anyways, BMDG has to cater for not only the PC community but also for the Xbox crowd, you know. So they make compromises here and there with their planes just to be able to make other simmers enjoy it as well on other platforms, which I understand completely. Like commercially, they're completely right. They need to earn money, and the more products they can sell, the more they will earn. So nothing to complain about that, but it shows in their products. I know what PMDG can do. I know what they are doing already, and it could be a little bit better than it already is, but it's very good. Yeah, man, mate. And it's all opinion, eh? Like, don't get my word for it, you know. I'm just saying you what I think, but everybody has their own opinion on these kind of things. But so far, I gotta say, a lot of good, study level planes. We also have Just Flight, not to forget. Those guys make incredible planes as well. Extremely high fidelity, hundreds of buttons and knobs that work. You can do a lot of stuff with their aircraft. Definitely not disappointing. If you want a good study level plane and you want something out of the ordinary, you know, if you're interested in like quirky planes, I would say, oops, we didn't request takeoff clearance.
Istanbul Tower Turkish 1234
My bad.
ready for IFR
I was already taxiing.
35 right.
Which one? What do you mean? Like Just Flight? Just Flight has their BAE 146, RJ series, Fokker series. They have a lot of good planes as well. A bit more different planes, not usual planes that we see in the skies anymore in general, but they have very good study level planes. Okay, we are on runway 35 and we are cleared for takeoff. I forgot to ask clearance, I was already rolling onto the runway. Okay, let's go for it. Let's give her 50% N1. Let's turn on auto throttle. Let's go for toga and keep her straight. Let's try to do a good takeoff. And Leonardo's Mad Dog MD82, 88 and 83. Those planes are also very good study level planes. I should focus on the runway. Wait, let me take off, then I will talk with more. No, let's try to keep straight as possible. Sometimes easier said than done. It's up. Let's move flaps up as well. Okay. We have taken off, so lights can go off. Set these to flight. Those lights are good. That was okay takeoff.
Goodbye. Istanbul Center Turkish 1234 is at 1,300 feet, climbing 6,000 feet.
Turkish 1234, Istanbul Center altimeter.
Man, the A380 is a lovely plane, I gotta say. It's very intricate, has a lot of things going for it, but it's not an easy plane, man. It's first of all heavy on performance. Secondly, it needs getting used to. Like, gotta say, I got used to it very quickly because I've been flying the Phoenix A320 a lot before it released, just to get used to the Airbus systems. And in general, it's similar, but the EFB and MCDU are quite different. A380 is a lot easier compared to an A320, if you ask me. It's more straightforward, it's more modern, but it's still quirky. Let's move that up. We don't need flaps anymore. We can disarm that. What does it say? Flaps in transit, we know. Man, if you want to do a good flight with the A380, I would say do some flights that are or start from an airport that's less intense. Like go to a remote area that you don't have any crazy add-ons for, that not a lot of things are going on, you know, so that you can have a smoother experience just to feel and understand the plane. Man, I gotta say, if you know how to fly an A320, you will feel at home in an A380. It's pretty much the same as an A320, only with a few different quirks here and there. Say, personally, I'm not the biggest fan either. I'm more of a Boeing guy, as you know. So, you know, I can fly it because I know how to do it, but I'm not the biggest fan either. Can say that. Only reason why I like that we have a free A380 in the sim now is it enables us to get used to the systems a bit. So we will have at least some experience to jump into the inbuilt A350 in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 when that releases. So it's a good learning place. Why are these lights burning? We should have turned them off. Ah, gotta press them. That's a lot better. Too bad that you cannot see how outside looks, but the sun is starting to rise, so it will soon be light. Hey, what happened over there? VNAV. Here we have a beautiful plane with Istanbul Airport over here. Oops, the lights just came on. They had a quick blackout, it seems like. John Carter, welcome my friend. How are you doing? Chris McKiss, welcome dude. How are you doing? Ah, too bad my friend. It wasn't my best, man, gotta be honest. I was a little bit swerving to the left and to the right, but it was an okay takeoff. We didn't have an engine strike or a wing strike, luckily, so it was a good start. You will get used to it, man. Typical old. If you like you said, if you know how to deal with the A320 and A310, you will definitely understand those systems. But let's say A310 is a very different plane though compared to the A320 or A380. Size-wise, not even talking about that, but regarding systems, the A310 is more closer to MD-11 than any other Airbus plane. I gotta say, it feels more like an MD-11, even with the MCDU. Very reminiscent of that one with how you enter data and what you have to do. By the way, I see that you guys can see nothing on the outside, so let me adjust that quickly. How are you doing, Chris McKiss? Always a pleasure to have you over here. Let's see if you can see outside now. I've changed something. By the way, guys, if you're curious, literally I'm checking this chat on my phone because I hate switching to screens on the computer while I'm doing a flight. John, why can you not do a flight, man? What's up? What's going on? Yeah, you still cannot see the plane from the outside. Let's move on to the inside until we have daytime. Because the sun should be coming up somewhere over there. More over there, I suppose. So, in a while we will have sunlight. Yes, Chris, we are flying the 737 MAX again. We have not flown this bird for quite a while now and it was time to take it out. We need to give the 737 MAX some love as well. It's one of my favorite planes in the sim. You know, we have to try to butter it today. We've been flying Airbus planes and McDonnell Douglas planes for a while now, and you know, my plan was to do one day Airbus, one day McDonnell Douglas, one day Boeing, one day jets, name it. But man, I couldn't get to it. I got distracted. I wanted to fly other planes. Today I almost started an MD-80 flight again, or 82, 83, 88, I didn't know. Then my wife came in and she was like, "You still haven't started your live stream?" Like looking at me like this. Like, no, I cannot decide. She was like, "Okay." Scroll through the planes, like take the orange one. Not even looking at what type or anything, but at least she chose for me like 737 MAX, which I highly appreciate. I was like, I don't know where to fly from. Always a big issue choosing the plane and choosing the destination. I always sit here for at least a half an hour, looking at the screen like, where am I gonna go? What am I gonna do? It's always a big objective. But she was like, fly to Cairo, fly to Egypt. Not, not a bad idea. I've actually never done that on stream. And I didn't want to do an extremely long flight. So a Turkish Airlines flight from Istanbul to Cairo was the way to go for me. But the 737 MAX, since I have Turkish Airlines delivery, it just made sense for me to do this. About 1.5 hour, 2 hour-ish flight with setup 2.5 hours should be a good stream tonight. Why do you have to pay money for Minecraft and MSFS? Are you on Xbox Game Pass by any chance? Nah, man, Chris, I don't believe it, man. You find the A380 easier to fly? Dang it, you're probably the first one stating that. At least in my stream. I gotta say, man, 737 MAX is for me a lot easier to fly than the A380. It's a lot easier to set up, a lot easier to get going, you know. Game Pass explains. Bro, pay that stuff, man. I know it's not too little money, but it's not crazy money as well. It enables you to play a lot of things. Even I have Game Pass, even though I play on PC. I have an Xbox Series S, or at least I had an Xbox Series S sitting over there. My wife packed it up today and put it in her bag to take it to Brazil, but anyways. Easier is always worse. No, man, I gotta say, I understand Chris in a way. Like, it might be easier to set up, and because it's a big plane, you know, it can be easier to land as well. The 737 MAX, because the cockpit is so low to the ground, at least visually, it's a bit more difficult to land and take off in some instances. So I can understand that. Man, Max is not an easy plane indeed. It's a lot more twitchy and it has a lot of power, right? So just a slight amount of throttle can give you That power boost that you sometimes just don't need, and make a bad landing because of it. I've experienced this a lot personally. The 737NG is a lot more predictable and a lot more linear compared to the Max. So I can relate with Chris a little bit, but dang it, those big planes, even though Airbus is lovely and all, Boeing is the way to go. The 777 by PMDG is maybe a little bit more challenging to fly compared to the A380, but I think it's a better experience overall. Personally, I love the A380. It's probably my favorite Airbus plane, but dang it, Boeing all the way, man. Taxi 2, it's twitchy on the turns as well. It's difficult to keep straight. I'm still waiting for that 1.0 update from IFLY. It has been 3 weeks or something like that now, or a month, and still no update, which is interesting. Let's see when they will drop that update for this plane, but I hope they will fix that in that soon to come update. If not, if iFly does not address those issues, not a big deal for me, because I can, you too as well, Chris, you can just go into the settings and change the dampening for taxiing or for that certain axis, so you can make it lighter yourself. That one I definitely agree with. This one has very good textures. Something that I saw on YouTube, or on flightsim.to, I should say. Hey, how do we open it? It's too dark. What I have seen on the internet, guys, I don't know if these first class seats do it. Yeah, we can open up these tray tables over here. Literally no other plane allows you to do this, which is insane. It has a lot of crazy things. You can open up overhead bins. Never seen that before in the simulator. And I have seen some people open these tray tables up. Yet I have no clue where to press to open them up. I don't see any click spots, but they should be able to open up. Let's see, maybe if we go a little bit more to the back. Ah, there we go. Some of these open up, not all of them. We can even open up the economy tray tables. Who knew about this, guys? This is an insane feature. Why they would add it, I don't know. And by the way, hoş geldiniz means welcome in Turkish. Man, I don't know, man. I've never had that experience. It has always been good with me. Only one bad experience with me was on TAP Portugal A330-900 Neo when I was flying to Brazil for the first time. My screen was not working in front of me. I would say I would get really angry with TAP if I didn't have a phone and a Steam Deck with me, because I could at least play my games and watch the movies on my phone, but it sucked that I couldn't use the in-flight entertainment system, because they're always fun, at least for a good 1 hour, 1 or 2 hours, you're able to mess with something and get your mind off the things you can already do. Oof, man. That sucks, man, John. That sucks. If this YouTube channel was a little bit bigger and I had the money to pay, I would definitely send it over to you, my friend, so that you could enjoy it. But unfortunately, I cannot do that at this point. Like, I'm barely coming by myself, at this point. So maybe one day in the future. John Carter, I'm gonna be honest, 11 is young, my dude. 11 is young. When you get like 17, 18, then you can say that's not that young, but you know, we all think we have seen the world, we know how to deal with things, but we have not seen anything, my friend, until you become like at least 24, 25, to say, then you start understanding things. Nah, man, typical too old. Nah, man, you're not too old, my dude. And Chris, I totally agree with you. The automation is super lovely on the A380, but I gotta say, I prefer the hands-on approach of a Boeing plane sometimes. A3 or Airbus in general is nice when you're doing like short hops from point A to point B, you know, like a 1 hour-ish flight. Can't deny it, it makes flying a lot easier. It's a real breeze, but if you want a flying experience, I think still Boeing is the way to go, man. Set this to 147 as well. Should be going somewhere around there. $153, okay. Not that it matters, but anti-skid inoperative. That's interesting. That I've never seen before. What did I do? What did I do?
Turkish 1234 climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370 Turkish 1234.
Hey. Okay. Still we have auto brake, disarm. Okay, that's a lot better. Yeah, I pressed the wrong button, or wrong button combination I should say. Never had that before. Interesting. I don't know how I went up there, but anyways. Things happen, eh? Definitely 46 man, John. Easier to fly. Oh man, it's definitely a real plane, my dude. It's a different experience. It's a different philosophy of creating planes, you know, of aviation. It's all personal preference. Like Airbus is not bad. It's nothing bad. It's safe. It's good. It's high quality. All the best minds have come together to create these Airbus planes. So I have nothing against Airbus, but I don't know. The Boeing philosophy just better suits my vision, my perspective, if I might say so. Okay. Why would you choose 72, man, John? Let us know. Why are you preferring the 72 over the 42? No idea what these are. But they were off. Let's turn them on. Okay, we're almost reaching top of climb, which is a good sign. And just at top of descent, yeah, we have a long way to go. I'm gonna be sitting here for a while with you guys, so get ready, get cozy. Okay, interesting, John. Well, typical old, I accidentally turned on the light test. There we go. Why? Don't know. How? Don't know. But it somehow turned on. Okay, interesting. I've never been a passenger on a 72, man, John. How is it? Which which two switches, my friend? Oh, these. It's cabin utility. Looks like IFE passenger seats. I have no clue what these are, but turn them on anyways. They were off. We're in flight. Should be on, I suppose. And by the way, since we have reached cruising altitude, these are set to off. They were set to auto, but we're gonna turn them to off. We don't need that anymore. Our people can walk freely. Okay, 4-hour flight. Nice. Where did you fly from and where did you fly to? What was your departure and arrival, John? Okay, we have set the radio altimeters, we have set the course. ILS frequencies have also been dialed in. Me too, man. I've never checked it out on PMDG. It was always on, if I remember correctly. But I just noticed them and they were at off. We are in flight, so we want certain systems to be on, right? Like boarding system. What's this all about? And this part is a little bit different compared to the NG. Set on elevated trim, we know. Okay, that looks good. I have no clue, man. Let's check if there is anything changed. Maybe lights? I have no idea. Oh, and by the way, one other tiny little detail I love about the 737 MAX is that we can open and close the sunshades. It literally does nothing important, but I love the fact that we can operate this. I love these bluish hue LED lights on the top, or these ambient lights. Very realistic. The real plane has them as well. Turkish is exit in Turkish. By the way, did I turn on emergency lights? Now I remember it. Oh yeah, we have definitely turned on emergency lights. Emergency exit lights, those are armed. Okay. Just got worried for a second. I tend to forget them on the ND11. Luckily not on the 737. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Typical help. Yeah, sometimes I'm still thinking about things, because I forget them in other planes. I don't want to forget them in this one as well. Let's give you a nice outside view, show you the beautiful 737 MAX in action at dusk, if I say it correctly. Dang it. On my screen it looks extremely bright. On your screen, this on YouTube, we can see nothing. Well, typical old, I cannot complain, my friend. It was an okay day. It was very busy at work. I had a lot of stupid questions from people, which I had to deal with today. But in general, it was all good. Can't complain. We're still alive, eh? So that's the important part. The rest's all extra. How about you? What have you been doing? No, not you, my friend. This is not work. YouTube is fun time. You know, like I'm sitting here to first of all, if I know something to enlighten you, give you my opinion, give you my information that I have. But I work besides this at some other job. I signed an NDA. I've been saying it here and there on a few streams, but I don't think I should say it anymore, just to not get in problem with. Okay, better, my friend, better. You got me worried for a brief moment. Yeah, we've been dealing with a lot of stupid customers. I've made my wife pack up her bags, at least one of the bags, which is a good progress. You know, I gotta say, uninteresting. Okay, has been a calm day for you, I guess. Well, today I made my wife pack up. Gotta say, no, I'm saying it wrongly. 2 days ago, we packed up one big bag, which has presents and things in it that definitely had to go to Brazil. It just said uninteresting. Okay. In what sense? Like your day or? And by the way, typical old. How old are you, my dude? And where are you from, if I may ask? No worries, my dude. No worries. Just out of curiosity, because you have been joining my live streams a lot recently, I'm curious about you, who you are, and who I have the honor with sitting here, you know? From Chris McKiss, I know a little bit. Keith, I know also a little bit. Aviation A7, I know personally. From the United States, nice one, my friend. Which state? Or if you would not like to say, I understand as well. Like, might get a bit too personal on you today. Can we see it from here as well? Okay, it literally zooms in. Interesting. It's an interesting way of showing that. You cannot see the rest of the chat. Interesting. Let me see what you guys are seeing as well. Okay, let me show a little bit more.
127.85 Turkish 1234. Goodbye. Ankara Center Turkish 1234 flight level 370.
Stranger danger. Nah, don't worry, my friend. Well, if you cannot see it on the screen, you can definitely see it in the chat box, I think on that side or on that side, depending on what you're using, John. So just scroll through it and check it out. But I have opened the chat a little bit more for you so you can see more text of it. But if I open it too much, it blocks the screen as well, which is not nice. I think I'm gonna move it back up a little bit. So it blocks it slightly. Yeah, but that I cannot change, man. Like, look, I can move it all the way down. Then you can see practically all of the chat. You know, all of it that I allow to be seen. I can make it even longer. That ruins it. It's looking horrible at that point. So literally, I have to move it up a little bit so that it's only a tiny bit on the screen. You know, and after that, yeah, go back in the live stream a few minutes or a few seconds, or check the chat box in YouTube, you know, not on the screen. You will be able to see it at one place. Indeed, I'm gonna keep it as original because otherwise it's showing too much text and it disrupts the screen. Like I gotta say, guys, I'm not too much of a fan of that chat box over there, because it covers the screen. Like even with me over here, like it's all nice and all, but I cover the screen as well. You know, I want to show you gameplay. Okay, it's interesting to see me as well sitting here. Oops, oops, I turned off camera. Let's turn it back on. Yeah, here we are again. It's interesting to see me as well. Gives you at least an idea of who is playing and who you're talking to or who you're hearing, if I may say so. But it still covers the screen. You know, you're missing out on certain things, which give or take, however you like it. If I'm watching something, I prefer to see the whole thing that's going on the screen. But in Flight Simulator, we can make compromises here and there because we're in a cockpit. Generally, it's on the center of the screen what's happening, so that shouldn't matter too much. But anyways, just a little opinion about the chat box. But you're from Missouri, nice one, my friend. I've never been. Maybe one day I will visit. Nah, man, typical old. Just talk as much as you like, my friend. You know, that's what the chat box is for. Chat however you like, send messages however you like. I'm checking the chat box as well. Like, you cannot talk with me face to face, but you can send a message so I can respond to you and we can have a conversation over here. Otherwise, it's also getting boring, eh? We need to have some interaction to keep the flight going as well. Because, guys, it's already 5 past 3 or 1 past 3 for me. You know, at one point I need to sleep and I get tired. So, but the more conversations we have, the more active I stay as well. No worries, man. Typical old. Enjoy your food, my friend. So yeah, 2 days ago we packed up one bag with the wife, where we put the presents in and the things that would definitely have to go to Brazil with us. And today she started packing up her clothes slightly because I washed a big portion of them for her. You know, it's winter here. Summer clothes she doesn't need anymore, neither do I. I have literally left like 4 or 5 pieces of clothing to use on daily basis. I'm not talking about t-shirts and shorts; those I use every day. But I say not even 5 pieces, and the rest I put yesterday in my bag again. I have literally 2 pieces to go outside, and the rest is all clothing for in the house. I have this vest, I have a few shorts, and that's it. You know, I'm working from home. Maybe I use my clothes for 3 or 4 days. Not in a row, but I have clothes for 3 or 4 days for like home clothing, like shorts and t-shirts and name it. And then what I do is I wash them. Just throw them in the washing machine. She throws her stuff in the washing machine as well. Wash it, dry it, and ready to go. Start over again. Makes life a lot easier. Now that like, you cannot see it, but maybe I can show you. Look, you can see it over there. Like the bags are literally ready to go. It's, it might sound crazy. It's 2 or 3 weeks in advance, but it's over there. I am someone that likes to prepare beforehand, so I know what I have, what I'm taking, what I need to do, so that I have an idea in my mind, so that I can relax about it. The big benefit of this is I don't have to do anything anymore when I'm gonna leave regarding packing in. Only thing I will have to check out is my backpack, because some things need to go inside my backpack and some things need to go out, and that's it. That's it. Close the house and leave. Nothing more. I prefer being prepared. But today she made her final bag. I closed, at least it's almost done. She also started putting in the new clothes that have dried. Last portion has been washed, or last part has been washed, which needs to be entered in her bag as well soon. In 2 days it will be dry probably. I didn't put it on the dryer mode today. It was not necessary. I put the rack in the other room, left the clothes to dry. So at one point during this week, when the clothes are dry, she will be able to put it in her bag. We can wait and at least know how much more we can take in her bag, because my bags are jam full. In that very big bag you see over here, I already have a few clothes in it. The computer will go inside, the monitor will go inside, the hostess, the speakers, the controllers, name it. I have a lot of crap that needs to go inside that computer, or inside that bag. I need to take the GPU out of the PC as well. I have a lot of work to do before I leave. But that will be the final thing that I will pack. Literally, my computer and fix my bag. Because I cannot pack the computer now and then I would have nothing to play. I think the show wouldn't make sense. Okay, we have already surpassed 1/3 of the flight. We're going nicely. Let's check out the situation. And by the way, guys, I had a big issue with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 when before I could press the Windows button on the keyboard, open up Google Chrome, and everything would freeze up. I don't know why that happened. Well, now I know at least. I figured out this was working before, like a few weeks back. It was working flawlessly. I could open up Chrome on the back, SimBrief, name it, all on the browser. The same would still function. What happened was in the last week, it started freezing up. Literally, the sim froze up. Couldn't enter it. I had to move like from one desktop to another. Sorry, and come back to be able to unfreeze it, so that it would register that I'm here somehow. Anyways, I did that. Oh, a lovely view. How do we turn off those damn cabin lights? "32 gigabytes, man. I have sufficient RAM, believe me. I have 32 gigs of RAM, but the issue was I had NVIDIA app, and I downloaded driver through NVIDIA app. So I didn't know it was a beta version or anything. I was just playing, it was working all fine. But then I updated the driver to one version. I don't remember which one. It started messing up. Steam started freezing. I couldn't open browser. I couldn't record. Today I noticed that I couldn't record. I was trying to shoot some shorts. I literally shot like 10 different shots and all were stuttering. There was lag, name it. It was just not working. What I did was, what's this? Ah, that's the bathroom. Okay. How do we turn down cabin lights? I contacted Nvidia through their chat. They advised me to download GeForce Experience. Yeah, that was what I was thinking as well, but when I'm on the ground... Wait, what is that doorknob again? Like when you're on the ground, typical old, we could use this screen, this or this one, to control the lights, but it's not. We're gonna leave that one as is. Let's go over here. Should be Failures, panel style, refueling doors. Save and load maybe? Nope. Other systems. Visual attack. Okay, not here. For the 800, you mean BMDG 737-800? Nah. Is it in the tablet? I don't think so, man. That's for the Phoenix. Emergency lights. It's from multiple planes. Okay. Miscellaneous. Nope, nope, not GSX. No, GSX. Other systems maybe. No. No, me either. That's the thing, it looks way too bright. I know it's in the tablet on the Phoenix, but I don't know it for this plane. Control display unit. CDU input. SimBrief API. Nope. Runway awareness. This thing is amazing. I love the runway awareness system of this system. It's not necessary, I know where I'm going, but if you're taxiing in complex airports like Boston, for name it, and you don't know where you are, you can just hear crossing runway 27. You know, okay, then I'm up north, so I need to go left, right, and you can figure out a basic route on your own. Multifunction, this shouldn't be it either. Maybe flight autopilot. This ain't it either. General? Could it be here? That ain't it either. No, it was like at the front door. There's a tablet next to the door. That's the place where I used to control it, but cannot see it anywhere now. That one is shut off. I can think about one thing though. Okay, well that's still going. This is way too little. Let's put that to 80 knots. That's fine. Maybe it's in here. Maybe. No, it's not in here. Failures, no. Save and load, no. Panel style, maybe? No, definitely not. Ground support, would you think? No. Doors, could it be? Definitely don't think. A cars, definitely not it. Interesting. Let me ask Google quickly because I want to know how to do this. How to set I think IFLY 737 Max. Okay, we have one potential spot where we can deal with it. Maybe all the way over here in the back. Let's see. There should be a tablet on the wall. That's how it's controlled. I remember correctly. Should be this one. It should be turned on though. Safety video prior to takeoff. Well, how do I turn this thing on? Nah, this thing should be on, man. Switching to seats shouldn't matter. Like if I'm here and I come back as well, same issue. It's not turned on. Maybe it's a glitch, maybe it's a bug. I have no idea. But you can see that button is doing something. Like it's going in and out, in and out. So it's definitely registering my movement, but I cannot see anything on this screen. Ah, wait, there we go. I don't know how I did that, but I turned it on somehow. Gonna be at cruise. Didn't change. How did we do that again? There we go. Look at this. Now we can change it up. Now it's in sleep mode with the bluish hue even more prominent. Let's see. Boarding, deboarding. Full bright, this is what we had before. And now we are at takeoff landing. Let's see how that looks. Takeoff and landing is a bit more dim. Cruise. Same as takeoff and boarding, not too much different. Meal and beverage. It becomes yellowish. Interesting. Hey Keith, how you doing? Welcome, man, Keith. Always lovely to have you over here, my dude. Look what we have figured out. We have figured out how to use the lighting. Sunrise. Let's see how that will look. Ooh, at sunrise we can get that orangish hue. Lovely. Or at sunset. Which we should get soon, though. At least I thought so, but the more we're getting close to Cairo, the more darker it gets somehow. Okay, white bright. Interesting. And white medium. Still bright. Oh, we could go off. All the way dark. But I've got to say, my favorite so far is night sleep. By the way, can we do like... Let's see, meal and bev. Let's do sunrise in forward zone.
124.2 Turkish 1234.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a switch, but the switch is a little bit weird because all the way there is dark and this part is orange. It should literally cut off over here. Since those are the two zones, I suppose, but Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Didn't have any idea about that. But these lights should help with sleeping and waking up, right? Because if I remember correctly, this tint makes you sleepy, or should it be red? I don't know. Lights have effect on the human mind. That's what I know for sure. Ah, look. That's also nice. We can get even work lights. Nice. That looks a lot better. All the way blue down this plane. I love this effect. Let's see if we can see it from the outside as well. You guys can probably not see it, but I can see it very slightly. A slight effect, but it generally looks dark. Lovely effect. It might have effect. I don't know. Passenger services. IFE. Maintenance. With a passcode? I don't know what the passcode is. Why would you add a passcode? Which we not can even not type in. Okay, now the big question is, can we enable the rear screen as well? We have nothing to do, just let's mess around in the plane. And the yellow lights looks absolutely lovely. We could change to a blue, green, name it in the EFB. This looks very good. We can take shit over here. Nah, we have to press on the top right corner to turn it on. Nice. Very nice. Okay, in about 200-ish nautical miles, we will reach top of descent, so we can slowly start preparing for that soon. Not for the time being, though. At least we have prepared. The only thing we need to do is literally enter 2,700 feet as our descent. The later the greater. Sometimes yes, but man, I think I gotta say, I know for a fact that we can use those screens while on the ground. I didn't know how to use them back in the sky when they go black. But when touching the top right corner, it literally come back online. So maybe it shuts off on its own. Let's check it just before landing. This looks absolutely lovely. And now they're still on. Ah, I turned this one on as well. Good. Somehow. I don't know what it does, but we can turn it on and we can click it. Maybe it will show a picture. What is that? A reflection of the cockpit, but it looks more like a hole. I hope we arrive soon and we can do a safe landing as soon as we land, because I am tired, guys. I need sleep. Yeah, man, exactly, man. You feel me, brother? It's 3:30 a.m., man, almost. It's 3:25. Very late for me. It's signifying time to sleep, you know, but I'm stubborn. Using reserve fuel. Interesting. And we have an imbalance. Let's balance this out quickly. I think we will make it because we will glide down the final part anyways. And we have 4.7 tons left. We are loaded up fully though. We'll have to see about that. Okay, let's get this to 36. It's gonna be an interesting. If we can't make it, we will have to start searching for alternate airports that are close by. Airport. Okay, we should be able to make it around here. If we have nothing, we will land here, but I think we will make it. Okay, this should be good now. Nope, not good. Now it's good. 235 on both sides. Yeah, true. That's so definitely that's being caused by two things. If you first thing APU, of course, depending on how long you run that. Secondly, if you look over here, we're pointed to the left. Like our plane is pointed over there, even though we're going straight. What that means is that we have a crosswind pushing from the left side. If I say it correctly, yeah, it's hitting from the left side, hitting the tail and or hitting the rudder and making it like literally do this action. You know, like if this is the top of the plane and this is the bottom, it hits from here. And because we have that rudder, a big flat surface, it literally pushes it like that. Because the right side is pushed forward and still producing the same amount of energy, that one is going like, well, let's say it correctly. It's being pushed to the front, so it goes faster, and the left side is trying to keep up with it, so it puts more energy into that one, so it burns a lot more fuel, eh? That's also a very good point, man. Typical old. If they don't start at the same point, that will also affect fuel consumption because one will run earlier than the other one. A slight one is okay. We had a slight imbalance that could be caused by those factors adding up. I don't think anything special is going on. I don't think we have a fuel leak or anything, so we don't have to worry about that. Welcome, and John Carter. Welcome back, my friend. How are you doing? Guys, if there are new people watching the stream, make sure to subscribe. If you're a subscriber already, make sure to like this video, guys. Yo, Mateus. Boa noite, amigo. How are you doing? How is Mateus doing, my friend? How are you? Hello. Yeah, we have 4.5 tons in kilograms, eh? 4.6, sorry. I'm okay, man, Mateus. I'm feeling a bit tired, but we will manage tonight. We have like something like half an hour left, if I'm correct. Let's see. Yeah, more or less 35 minutes of flight left. We will start descending in about 15 minutes or so. I think we will make that with the fuel we have. Definitely could have been a bit more, but gets the job done. It stays using reserve fuel, but I think it will be fine. From this point it will start gliding anyways. You know what, it's not procedural, but we're gonna do this anyway. Should be able to see the plane a bit better now. I love these nighttime flights, guys. I don't know about you, but nighttime flights are just something else. Never, Keith. The flying tug doesn't sleep. No, I will need to go to sleep after this flight. The objective is doing this Boeing flight today, so that we can hop over to another plane tomorrow. Well, I entered in what SimBrief told me. It might be a inconsistency, but I've literally entered the value in that it stated. So let's see. Yeah, my friend did land at Vitoria. Nice one. Did you do the approach over the beach? Well, Mateus? Why do you like the night flights so much, man? Typical old. Do you like the scenery, or do you like the service? Like, and Keith, after this flight, I will go to sleep, man. I was, I like every day. I was thinking about doing a long haul flight, but I'm not gonna do it, man. It's a waste of my computer. Nobody watches. People watch, they enter and they leave. I'm not getting a lot of subscribers either, as well, with those nighttime long haul flights. In the beginning, it was interesting, but I've seen that doesn't matter. People just come and go. People enter for 30 seconds and then leave the stream because there's nobody talking, nobody sitting there, so it ain't worth it. Zero, 2 or 20, I don't know, but you fly over the beach, or you fly over the sea, over the beach, and then land. Like over the trees and then land. 60 minutes of reserve, 15 minutes of contingency, and an extra 1k. Me too, man. I don't like running low on fuel, but I followed SimBrief and I set P03, but I think I selected the wrong profile, which is also an option. I might have set it to pounds instead of kilograms. If we won't make it, we will have to choose an alternate, but we will decide it when we are at that 160 range. Like if we reach this with 1.8-ish, and we glide down, we will make it. Then we will have that 1 ton reserve fuel. This should have been more. We had like 7,700 or 7.7 tons of fuel loaded on board, of which 4,400 should have been burned, and we should have 2 tons of reserve fuel, so a bit more even. We should have like 3 tons of reserve, which is interesting. Using reserve fuel. I don't know where I messed up, but I think I have a slight idea. This one is not showing anymore, but there used to be a different value over here. Yeah, plant fuel 4.4. What if we do it here? Request winds? I didn't see that before. Man, Mateus, are you using NVIDIA app or are you using NVIDIA GeForce? Because I had similar issues in NVIDIA GeForce, downloading that one instead of the NVIDIA app, and re-downloading the driver helped me a lot. That's something used to make sense as well. It's gonna be an interesting one. Let's see if we will make it. This is the Max 8, man, typical old. And I gotta say, my friend, I've flown a lot of planes in the sim, but the Max 8 by iFly is probably one of the best add-ons so far that money can buy. Phoenix, this one, and Leonardo MD82 or MD80 series. Those are the best add-ons for the simulator so far. Best realism, best fidelity. So you really need to have one good Boeing plane in your fleet, one good Airbus plane in your fleet, and one good McDonnell Douglas plane in your fleet, just to have the three big names or three big brands, you know, to be able to fly them all. See, did we set an alternate? Let's view that flight plan again. We might divert to an alternate. HEBA. HECA HEBA is over here. Well, doesn't matter too much if we reach top of descent. Going here is practically the same. The only thing that will be important is that we literally land on time. Like, we cannot do a go around. We don't have too much fuel. Definitely Ryanair. I have no idea about AMD, man. I'm Nvidia and Intel, you know, like I have no clue. Anything I would say would be a lie, but check your drivers. That's always where it starts. Yeah, we'll have to do with what we have, man. Typical old. If we reach this at 1.8, I think we should be fine, and I think that's doable with the rate it's descending at. If we reach that at 1.8, we will reach here at around 1, maybe 1.2, because this will generally be gliding down. That will save a lot of fuel down the road. But the thing that I'm honestly more worried about is I have to land, because if we don't land, what will happen is I will need to burn a lot of fuel to get this plane up in the sky again, because we loaded up almost fully, full passengers and full cargo. Payload is a little bit less, but we'll have to see, man. Typical old, like we're at 2.13 on both sides, like 4.3 tons in total. Let's see what will happen with this one. I always want to increase sim rate just to see what the fuel level will be, but we're gonna keep it real time to see how long we have been doing over this flight. So far we are, let's see how long we are into the stream. We are already 1 hour and 58 minutes. Let's call it 2 hours in. We have approximately a 25 minute, 30 minute more flight time. It's a good session with you guys. A proper flight, not the longest 737 MAX flight, the medium-ish. I get denied. The 737 MAX is extremely beautiful. The lighting looks good. The plane has been modeled nicely. It behaves very good as well. For being a pre-release variant, it's very good, guys. I have no issues with this plane so far. It runs extremely smooth as well. Like I have worse performance with the PMDG plane, even though this one has a lot more going on with it. I don't know what it is with IFLY, but if they will release another plane, I will definitely be considering it, seeing how good this one is.
119.35 Turkish 1234. Goodbye.
Yeah, that would be definitely required, man. But a lot of these planes don't allow fuel dipping. Like we cannot dump fuel with the 737 MAX. 737 NG also doesn't support it. 727, I think it can. I ain't sure. But it should have something like that. Okay. Wait with setting that for now. I think my goal of 1.8 is reachable. Let's get weather information for our destination. Maybe, I have no idea, my friend. How do you mean no mate are available? This plane sometimes show landing. Should be dry. Landing flaps 40. Air conditioning off. You know what? Auto brakes 1, yeah, sure. There should be a tool to check METAR. Ah, wait. Sim brief, of course. HECA. No 8 is available. Well, that's a disappointment. Yeah, I think we will manage, man. Because if we look at it quickly, we have 2.05. I think we will reach this point at 1.8 at HERA, so it will be like 3.6, 3.5. We'll be probably another ton just gliding, and then we'll have a little bit left. No, true, because I hear it's not good for the, or for the fuel pumps or for the tanks. It's one or the other. But it's not preferred. What's the temperature? QNH 1021. Temp? Yeah, I don't think anybody likes it when we land with zero fuel. I'm gonna check Google again quickly. Because we should have. What was it again? We should have metadata for Cairo International. It's 18 degrees Celsius. QNH 1021 hectopascal. That's correct. Normal with eyes, low visibility, quick turnaround weight, okay. Showing route. We can only show dispatch. Okay, that's fine. Green turtle livery for the A380, I think. Good luck, man, Matthijs. A380 is nice and all, but it's a lackluster plane, man. It likes to lag all over the place. Why was I doing this again? Ten 21 has been pre-selected. Okay, not bad. 20 FPS is okay. Not the best, but it's okay. I think only Chris McKiss here is good frames with the A380. I have very bad experience with it. Okay, let's set this to 2700. Not that it will go down to 2700 immediately now, but at least it knows what the profile is and where to descend towards. Because that's also important, that the plane knows where to go to and what to do. Guys, I'm here. If you want to say something, just send a message. I'm checking out something quickly. Okay, we are reaching the top of descent. We are very close. We already got clearance to descent, but I'm gonna wait a tad bit with that. Because we have not reached it officially yet. But we got the clearance to descend, so that's already one part. Okay, using reserve fuel, we are aware. Okay, we reached it a little bit higher than 1.8. My prediction was very close, I gotta say, not bad. Has been practically an instrument flight, we cannot see much outside. It's all dark, the sun should have come up. I planned it like that, but it didn't. Probably SimBrief has moved time. But I like doing these night flights as well. Yes, we've started our descent. Engine power is going down. Man, typical old. I'm not typewrite anything. I'm not typewrite anything, man. I'm amateur pilot, man. Nah, don't you worry, man. I'm literally a YouTube pilot. I know what to do. I will save you, my friend. No, but I gotta say, like I've been simming for 4 years now, literally since the release of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. A little bit later, I suppose I started, not at the exact release, but maybe 3 or 4 months afterwards, and I think I know what I'm doing. Landings, I was horrible in the beginning, but I've gotta say not mastered it yet, but I'm getting better at doing the landings as well. You know, I didn't get any proper education or anything to do this. Literally trial and error, my friend. Just I have a good understanding of these planes at this point. I'm doing practically the same as a pilot, so I'm very proud. Thank you, my friend. We started around the same period, I suppose, eh? We've learned a lot. This is the journey from becoming a digital pilot to becoming a real pilot one day. That's at least the goal, you know, to make this YouTube thing work, to earn some money with it, to pay off education for Pilots Academy. That's my goal. Indeed, that's the dream as well. But who knows, hey, it's life. We have to do something to get somewhere. We cannot, like, I was not born with a gold spoon in my mouth, you know. We started from the bottom and we need to get to the, no, not to the top. I don't want the top, but at one point I want to have a good life, you know, so we have to do something for it. Okay. Plane is descending nicely, it's on profile. I love the reflections on the APU shroud of these indicator lights. Or nav lights, beacon lights, I don't know what they are, but of those lights. We're gonna switch this over now. It's a bit too early, but we're doing it anyways. No, definitely not cheesy, my friend. That's literally how it is, man. We have to care for our families, you know. Like, it's the only thing we have, eh? Now I don't know about your situation, my friend, typical old, but I am married. As you can see, I have this thing over here. I have to support my wife, I have to support the family. We all have these goals, man. It's literally life.
Descend and maintain flight level 190 Turkish 1234.
Okay, we're cleared for level 190. That's good. Oops. We don't need auto brakes. The 737 MAX has a very good stopping rate. We are at 3.8 tons, which is also fine. Total, we have 1.89 in the left and 1.89 in right, which is perfect. Well, perfect, it's good enough. We are a heavy plane, so I'm not gonna complain about it. Let's see, we have Cairo inside. Going straight over. Should be landing somewhere over there, if I'm correct. I'm not too familiar with this area. Not flown too much around there. I've done a few helicopter flights at best around the pyramids just to see it, probably like everybody else that plays Microsoft Flight Simulator, but do I need to do anything else? Menu system. Nope. Terminal charts. Let's see. Landing altitude will be 1140, 448. 450 is fine. That's good. At this point we should be able to switch these over as well to the correct ILS. That's perfect. I think we're gonna make it. Drag required. Let's give her some drag. And that one should be good. We are doing ILS 05 right, my friend. So we will fly over to this point, like literally see the runway to our left, then we will bank to the right, make this turn over here. Here we need to capture localizer. Here we need to enable approach mode. Something that I've learned down the road is I always did ILS approach on single channel, but I have to turn on both of them to get dual channel. That's why we set up this side as well. What is our altitude? 231. Okay. Let's go to legs. Previous. It's CVD. We need to be at 4,500. D236. This is where we catch localizer. Now we're doing category 2 or 3. I think it was category 3 indeed. But I'm not gonna do auto land, man. I'm gonna capture ILS, let it go, and then at the end I will cut it and do a manual landing. Because that's where the fun is, alright? I want to do the approach automatically until final approach. After we've reached final approach, we will make it. No, we will cut out autopilot and do a manual landing. Which is a bit annoying when you're a solo pilot because you have all these warning lights going off that you turned off autopilot, which we know.
Turkish 1234.
Yeah, basically category 2 indeed, that you can say. But we are set up for category 3, but we're gonna do category 2.
Turkish 1234, descend and maintain 4,500 feet.
Fuel temperature minus 20 degrees. Okay, that's cold.
Descend and maintain
Cold as fuel, eh?
4,500 feet. Expect ILS runway 05 right approach via Charlie Victor Oscar transition clear to Charlie Victor Oscar Turkish 1234.
Oh, you're lucky, my friend. I used to have Alpha Bravo yoke, or I think Honeycomb Alpha and Bravo. I had the yoke and the gear lever, or gear levers, thrust levers, buttons, and all. That was super nice. But when I went to Brazil last year, uh, before I went to Brazil, I sold that stuff off because I needed the extra money and I wasn't intending on going back to the Netherlands. So it was not nice or not required for me to have those things. What I will do is when I am settled down in Brazil and I have my house and you know this YouTube thing catches on and I start to earn some money with it, I want to invest in a better setup as well. At the time being, I'm playing with a very simple Logitech Extreme 3D HOTAS. Like all in one, you have throttle, you have all the buttons and name it. It works fine. I have basic controls. I've gotten really used to it, but it's not the same as playing with a yoke, man. Yoke is so much more interactive. Even like a basic, you know, like what was it, Logitech or Cytec, you know, that yoke system. Even that is super good. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate it. One day we will get there again. You know, sometimes you have to take a step back to do two steps forward. That's just how life is. We're at flight level 172, still descending. It doesn't state that we need drag, that's a good sign. When will it decelerate though? 240, 240, 170. Interesting. Yeah, exactly. I had to sell it just to move another step forward in another front, right? Mate, what can I say? I had other priorities at that point, you know, like I was not intending on staying in the Netherlands. I was not intending on uh, retrieving that stuff from the Netherlands as well. I needed the money, so I had to do it. But it's material, it's replaceable. Okay, looks like I ain't sure, but I think somewhere there is our airport, but I ain't sure. It could be over here as well. There are not any buildings loading in yet, so we cannot say it with certainty. But let's just keep it. We are at flight level 148. Also, again, a bit too early, but we're gonna turn these suckers on as well. 'Forgot the passenger signs. Let's turn these on. No smoking. It's my plane. You can smoke, guys. Enjoy. ...25 nautical miles, approximately. Let's give it a little bit more drag. Speed brakes armed. Okay. What's this? RNAP. Okay. We're descending nicely. Yeah, we can see the airport now as well. This is the airport, I suppose, with those blue lights. That's where we are headed. You know what we did not do? I forgot to turn on FSLTL. Again. Let's turn it on now while we can.
Turkish 1234, contact Cairo approach on 119.05. Good day.
Okay. I will do my best, man. I will. I already have a TikTok channel, but I'm not really doing much on it. I gotta be honest. I really need to post more on it and do more with it, but I will take that into consideration. And you know, my friend, the typical old. At the time being, I'm working full time. I'm literally working like 45 hours a week, sometimes even more with overtime. I have not much energy to do much stuff, you know, to promote my channel and do much with it. But like I said, soon I will be in Brazil, and there I will be jobless for a while, while I'm waiting for my residency permit. When I have that, I will be able to apply for a job over there as well. But for the time being, see if we need any drag. Yeah, FSLTL and the sim starts lagging, but we got at least some traffic here and there. But anyways, there I will be able to. Yeah, man. Imagine I'm doing full-time job, then I'm doing these live streams as well. I'm making shorts on YouTube. I'm making videos on YouTube. It's a lot of time consuming, you know. And I have a wife that wants attention as well. She's completely right about that. But yeah, there I will be working for a while. I will have a good summer vacation. During that time, I will be doing a lot of videos. I will be more focused on the YouTube channel as well, so that I will grow this channel a lot more over the following day. So I got the ick. No, definitely, man. I appreciate that you think about me. And I will definitely put some more work into this channel as well. For now, you know, I have a, I want to say, stable amount of viewers, people that join me, watch my stuff. Like, I'm very happy with what we have here. The community we have is very thoughtful, very kind, very open, you know, which I highly appreciate. I'm happy with the base we have. And of course, there is always room for more people and for becoming bigger, of course. But, you know, it all starts with delivering quality content. And I'm doing my best with the, the content I can deliver at the moment. It will definitely improve with 2024 with the new sim and with me having more time soon, you know. That will help a lot. By the way, we did not reach the desired altitude, which is not good.
Turkish 692 Heavy Cairo approach altimeter 30.15 radar contact. Continue to Charlie Victor Oscar.
This ain't too good. If it stays like this, we're gonna have to do a manual landing, which is not good.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Egypt Air 676 Heavy.
Thank you, my friend. I highly appreciate it, man. You're a lovely guy, dude.
You are 6 miles southwest of Cairo.
we have a beautiful red moon over here.
Tower on 118.1 Turkish 1234.
Okay, we are way too high.
Tower Turkish 12347 miles southwest inbound ILS runway 05 right approach.
Turkish 1234, Cairo Tower. Altimeter 30.15
Okay, let's drop this all the way.
Cleared ILS runway 05 right approach.
Cleared ILS runway 05 right approach Turkish 1234.
1.78. Yeah, we have good amount of fuel to land. Find and follow the pink altimeter. Look, now it's connecting again. We might be able to capture ILS. It's gonna be an interesting one. Yeah, we need to slow down a lot more. Need a lot more flaps. Let's drop gear as well to get some extra drag. That will help us a lot. Let's keep it at 150. We're at flaps 25. We'll go to flaps 30 at this point. Just to make the turn a little bit tighter. Oh, I cannot see the airport. Interesting. Cannot see the runway either. Oh no, there it is. Should we engage via warlock? We're on the pad. Yeah, we are on the pad then. Nice. Nice. Thanks for confirming, dude. Makes me a little bit more relaxed about this approach. Okay, those are turned on. Oh, well, let's do via warlock anyways. We should be at 2,700. We're like almost 1,000 feet too high. Gonna be an interesting one. But we have sufficient fuel to do a go around if necessary. No, not a lot, but we have something. Just to approach.
2,500.
Still single channel. Interesting. Maybe. Ah, it should say dual. Let's keep it at what it is. Let me check this. Well, the thing is, we don't have proper ATC in Flight Simulator. I should play on FatSim to have proper ATC to feel what you're saying, but at this point it doesn't matter too much. I think we can still land safely. It's descending. Pink's in the middle. Pink diamond, that's good. Drop down heads up display as well. Wow, that's bright.
1005 at 5. Clear to land runway 05 right.
Ah, brightness switch is not doing anything.
Clear to land runway 05 right Turkish 1234.
Screw it, we're gonna do it manually then. Chris McKiss.
Cairo Tower Turkish 6
Yeah man, we're on approach.
miles southwest.
Look, now it's showing land 3, finally.
5 right approach.
Finally I've been able to get this to show.
Turkish 6-2 heavy, Cairo Tower.
Slow down a bit more, let's get rid of this.
05 at 5.
Let's go to flaps 40.
ILS runway 05 right approach.
Speed brakes have been armed. Auto brake. Let's do that off, we don't need it.
Egypt Air 676 heavy 9 miles southwest.
It's the 737 MAX, it can handle it.
05 left approach.
Let's drop a little bit more speed.
Egypt Air 676 heavy, Cairo Tower. Altimeter 30.15.
Okay, let's prepare for landing.
1000.
Cleared VOR.
Brace for impact! The Turk is gonna land.
Cleared VOR DME runway 05 left.
Looks like it's doing quite a good job. It's a little bit off center, but doing a good job.
Cleared ILS runway 05 right. Approach Turkish
Okay.
692 heavy.
We're going in manually. Because this is where the fun is at.
500. Glide slow. 400. Glide slow.
Approaching 05 right.
Glide slow.
Turkish 6-2 heavy. Follow the Boeing 737
Glide
final.
slow.
Wind 005
Approaching
at 5.
minimum.
Cleared to land runway 05 right.
300.
I suppose you're right, man. Let's see. Let's focus, guys. Give me a sec.
Minimum.
05 right. Turkish 6-2 heavy.
Airspeed level.
676 heavy.
200.
Wind 005 at 5. Cleared to land runway 05 left. Cleared to land runway 05 left.
100.
Egypt Air 676 heavy.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Hey, minus 116. It wasn't bad.
Turkish 1234. Turn next taxiway.
Oh, we have parking brake on. Well, my bad. Well, minus 116. Not a bad landing. Minus the parking brake, but not a bad landing. We stopped extremely fast though.
Turkish 1234. Exit runway when able.
Exit runway when able. I'm searching for an exit, miss. Okay, we have the green dots on the front. Reporting to management. What you talking about, my friend? We landed safely. That's the important part. Minus 116? Can't complain. It's better than my minus 200 which I had before, so
Caution on
improvement.
taxiway.
1234.
On
Contact
taxiway.
ground on 120.4.
Okay, the thing is I don't know where the gates are.
1234. Goodbye.
We're gonna wait here just for a second. Let's request ground.
Cairo ground Turkish 1234 taxi to the gate.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's not my number. But okay.
Turkish 123 for taxi to gate Echo 11 via taxiway Echo X-ray India
Echo 1, 1.
to Lima cross runway 5 center Lima Tango Sierra.
Taxiing to gate Echo 11 via taxiway Echo X-ray.
One shell has been
India
sent on
Tango,
dispatch.
Lima 2,
For
cross runway 5 center,
dispatch
Lima
on
Tango
site.
Sierra,
Follow me,
Turkish
vehicle is on its way.
1234.
Okay. Let's wait for follow me. 1 minute and 20 seconds. Wow. Where is that guy coming from? plane to the back is screwed. He's gonna have to wait for me. 1 minute and 5 seconds. What is it? 777? We should maybe move a little bit more forward. Pushy woman ATC. I don't know if it's a woman, man, Chris. Sound like a man as well. Okay, let's wait here for a second, because I don't know where to go to. I wish this one had that screen like the A380 where you could see the taxiways and all. That would be lovely. But I'm gonna say I didn't hear any ATC. I thought it was a man, but it could be a woman as well. I'm not hearing any game sound from this. It's more to talk with you guys. Dang, I love GSX for the follow me car. Lots of airports I'm flying to which I'm completely unfamiliar with. I don't know where to go to. Follow me as aborted for safety reasons. What? What? Show me the spot. The 777 is still waiting for me. By gender, yeah, man. This 777 should go mad because of me now, but I can't do anything. I cannot change it. I don't know where to go to. Come on. Yeah, man. I hope they fixed it in the new sim. Screw you guys from GS6. I'm gonna go rogue and I'm gonna side switch for this place on my own. This marshaller is not coming. I hope he will catch on to me. Because I cannot wait in front of the 777 much longer. Like, very rude. Follow me. But even though I turn... Oh, wait. You were completely right, man, Chris. Okay, we're texting extremely fast again. We have Navigraph.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
Oh! Follow me has arrived. Let's see if he'll get in front of me. Let's see. Come on. Come on, follow me, car. You can find me. I'm literally in front of you. Oops.
Three, center.
Okay, we need to cross a runway and then go to the left, I suppose. What did she say? Exit 3 H2L cross runway 5C. Lima Tango Sierra. Tango Sierra. We need to go to the left. Lima Tango Sierra. Okay. Yeah, he's not understanding anything. Look, now he's doing something. He's in front of me. Let's see if this works this time around. Follow me has aborted. Bro, why are you aborting? You're waiting in front of me, man. You stupid follow me car. Dang it, I'm not gonna worry too much about him anymore. Let me just get to where I need to go. Lima Tango Sierra. And then we have Echo all the way over to the back. Nice. Tango Sierra. Before we reach the end, we need to go to the right. We're taxiing a bit too fast. Request follow me. We're requesting him again. I don't think he will do anything good, but screw it. Dang it, we're taxiing on idle. Going very fast. You can see we're on idle. You don't have to do anything. Okay. Going straight. Yeah, indeed, man, Chris. Follow me to nowhere. That guy is literally doing nothing. Definitely, like one little touch. Look what it does. One little touch and it goes like crazy to the left or to the right. Gotta say, it's still a bit better than Fly-by-wire A380. Man, that plane taxis like shit. I gotta say, it's probably of the body wheel steering, but it's horrible taxiing that plane. I don't like it. Maybe it's intentional. Maybe it's how it works in real life as well. But it's a difficult one, man. I don't like it for a single bit. Okay. Should make a right and a left. Oops. Make a right over here. Let's check our right as well. Nothing over there. A Qatari plane next to us. Too bad I cannot show you this. I can show you the cabin. We can show you a nice wing view, but nothing more. We cannot look to the left or to the right in this plane.
taxiway. On taxiway.
Okay. We're gonna make a right to the next island. Oh no, I missed it. No! You know what, guys? Just walk me there. I don't wanna bother with this.
You need to stop the engines to request ground services. The boarding requested.
Because deboarding. Let's go to menu on this thing. System page. Ground. Yeah, no.
Passengers deboarding starting.
These can go to off. Logo can on. This can stay on. Yeah, guys, that was it for the flight with the 737 from Turkish Airlines with the Flying Turk. Mr. Turk is very tired. Boeing 737 is nice to taxi, man. The typical old. But the issue is, the 737 MAX is not nice to taxi. I gotta be honest with you. The 737 MAX is way too light. The NG from PMDG is a lot better on taxiing. But at least, guys, we have arrived safely. Doesn't matter. We can learn everything. It's just about trial and error and learning how to deal with these planes. And in the end, you learn to fly everything and deal with everything. But let's hope that iFly releases an update soon that fixes the taxiing issue and addresses some other smaller issues as well. But overall, this is a very good plane. If you haven't flown it, if you haven't tried it, I would highly recommend it. I don't know how Asobo's 737 MAX will be. I have I have high hopes for it, but I'm not expecting like study level as well. They stated that it would be their most intricate plane so far. Let's see about that. It's a Sobo. Like, it's generally okay, but it's not here. It's not high end, but let's see about it. But I gotta say, this one, the one from iFly, if you're looking for a good 737 Max, if you love flying Boeing, this is probably the way to go. Intricate, highly detailed, high fidelity, good looking in and out. No crazy shiny textures like on a Sobo. Only two things I gotta say. Taxiing needs to be fixed in my opinion, and I forgot the second point. Ah, I want them to add a little bit more wear and tear and dirt and grime on the plane, like oil smudges here and there. Phoenix does an amazing job with that. This plane should have it as well. The the flaps look extremely clean on some spots that should be dirty, if you ask me. The slats as well and the spoilers as well. It should have a little bit more dirt and grime, but I think it will be fixed. Honestly, Chris, I think that you can literally use MSFS add-on linker, like the tool from flightsim.to, and literally link them from the community folder from 2020 into 2024. I don't know which ones are compatible and which not. We will have to see about that, but I think it's possible, my friend. I think we can just put a hot link in it that will work in both sims, you know. I don't think that would be something too crazy since it's practically the same sim in another jacket. I'm really curious about how it will work with these kind of things though, but we will see about that soon. We have 6 more days left We are almost there. In 6 more days, we will have the new sim in our hands on our computers, and we will be flying in the new digital skies. So stay tuned for that, and I will be definitely trying all these mods I have, all these add-ons I have in the community folder, and show you on YouTube what works and what doesn't work. We have a lot of content planned out for you guys, so don't worry. If you're new here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to see the new content coming soon. Indeed, it might be tricky, Chris, but we'll have to see what comes from it, man. Like, I'm saying I will transfer everything, but I'm not so sure about that though. That's the initial plan, just to see if it will launch and work. If it won't launch and if it will cause problems, I will stop that and I will try individual planes like PMDG 777, EDBLC 300, name it. I will go step by step.
Crew to boarding starting.
We'll go step by step. Man, that one keybinds bit disappointing, but it ain't the worst. I think that's something we can set up easily. It will just take a bit of fiddling around, but it's possible. Use add-on linker, my friend. Add-on linker literally links everything from one folder to another folder. It's like a whole shortcut. You like when you press on your desktop, it opens a program that's shortcutted. Same idea. You just put a shortcut in it. I use immersive add-on linker a lot for 2020 back in the day when I didn't have a 2 terabyte SSD in my computer. I have an 2 terabyte HDD, like an external thing, which I've connected to my computer. I used to put certain files in that one and put certain files on the computer, like planes and stuff, or on the computer for faster load times, of course. But certain like repositories or certain
Pilots to boarding
airports
starting.
and name it, I used to keep on my SS or my HDD because not important. I'm not flying there every day, and I wouldn't mind the longer loading times for certain airports, certain freeware airports, I should say, or certain repository items because those are not things I'm using every day anyways. Those are like special occasion things, and I wouldn't mind waiting a bit longer to load them in. But yeah, yeah, practically duplicating it. Not duplicating it because then you're using double the space, right? You literally have all your community stuff in the community folder from 2020 and you just place a hot link from 2020 to 2024. I will do a video on that when it releases, man, but don't worry. And indeed, typical old, I really should get some sleep. I'm really tired. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. No, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. In literally 5 hours, I need to wake up and start working again. So it's definitely time for me to go offline and get some well deserved sleep. Guys, thanks for watching this live stream. It was lovely having you over here again, as always. Tomorrow, I'm not sure if I will do a live stream because I have not been sleeping well for a few days. I might have to sleep earlier tomorrow, but you can definitely expect a live stream or tomorrow or the day after. We'll have to see about how I feel, but don't you worry, guys. I'll be back again as usual. By the way, no, tomorrow I'm not so sure about. I will let you know. And for the stream, not for tomorrow, but the day after, I'm gonna post a post tomorrow. That's was in my head. Uh, but I said I will do two posts behind each other. One is comparing two planes. You guys can choose which plane I will fly on the stream of the day after. So not on the 14th, but on the 15th. And I will be posting probably locations which I cannot decide about. So you guys can give me an idea on which route you would like me to fly. So check that out. And tomorrow I will probably make some shorts and some videos during the day just to get that done as well because I need to put out some videos on the channel. Live is good and all, but videos are important for the YouTube channel. And typical old, I will definitely take into consideration what you told me about TikTok, put some more love and attention into it to get some more subscribers over here. Why not, right? We need to make the channel larger. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wish you all a good night. Thanks for watching again. If you're new here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're a regular, I wish you all a good night. Thanks for watching as usual, and see you in another one. Take care. Bye bye. Oh, and before I forget, thanks for watching, everybody. See you in the next one.